Hey, what's up, everybody? Silver has taken a beating over the last several days. Gold has taken a little bit of a haircut as well, but not nearly as much of a decline as the silver spot price. But with silver being the more volatile, much more volatile of the two metals, when the prices are going up, silver tends, not always, but usually silver does go up a little bit faster than gold. But when the metals are on the decline, as we've seen over the last several days, silver goes down much quicker than gold. Just a few short days ago, silver was over $24 spot price. Currently, as I'm recording this video, silver is $22.53 for the ask, down 23 cents on the day as of the recording of this video, or down almost 1%. Gold is $1,915 for the ask, down $18.60, also down almost 1%. So gold and silver currently are running neck to neck with how much they are currently down percentage-wise. In this video, we will be discussing, I'll be giving you my thoughts, my opinions on why silver, mostly silver's taking a beating, but gold as well. Why are these precious metals down the way they are? Please smash that thumbs up button on the video and let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comment section below. I will be referencing a little bit of this Kitco News article and along the way giving you my thoughts on it because I find a lot of this fascinating. It says gold and silver prices are modestly lower in early U.S. trading Thursday. Central banks are in focus late this week and they are still leaning hawkish on their monetary policies. Now let's stop right there just for a moment. I have been covering ever since, April, May of 2022, covering and following all the moves that Jerome Powell has been making with raising interest rates. And none of this is new. This is not new news that the central bank, that Jerome Powell, that the United States Central Bank has been hawkish on raising monetary policy, increasing the federal funds interest rate. The federal funds interest rate is up 5% since 2022, since March of 2022, and according to Jerome Powell, there is no pivot in sight for the calendar year of 2023. So in my opinion, the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, the United States Central Bank has been hawkish this entire time on monetary policy, but gold and silver prices nonetheless still have been increasing. Typically, following Jerome Powell interest rate hikes, we'll see the DXY a day or two later get stronger and the price of silver and gold decline. But usually that is very, very short-lived because a couple of days after that, we start to see metals go back up until the next interest rate increase. However, in June, Jerome Powell decided to keep interest rates unchanged, paused the rate hikes, and said he wanted to see, more data come out or whatever before the next FOMC meeting in July. But he was very clear in that last meeting that he expects no pivot to start until sometime in 2024. And I did make a prior video about that. So this article is saying that central banks are leaning on being more hawkish on their monetary policy. But in my opinion, their hawkishness has never stopped. Possibly the degree of how hawkish they have been going from rate increase to rate increase. And then, of course, we had the pause in June, but there has not been a pivot. Interest rates have been steadily increasing up until they reached 5%. And then the article is saying that's bearish for precious metals markets, both from a demand perspective and as it makes the competing asset class of government bonds more attractive as yields are rising. August gold was last down $8.80 to $1,936.30, and July silver was down 21 cents to $22.605. Article goes on to say global stock markets were mostly lower overnight. U.S. stock indexes are pointed towards slightly lower openings when the New York day session begins. Okay, this article must be from a few hours ago because as recording this video, the markets are already open. We'll take a look at that in a moment and see what the stock market is doing before I end this video. It says, focus late this week is on central banks. Norway's central bank raised its main interest rate by 0.5% Thursday, and Bank of New England met today on its monetary policy and raised its main rate by an aggressive 0.5%. Meantime, Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell will give testimony to a U.S. Senate committee today. Okay, so we might find out a little bit of information on what he's thinking in that Senate committee hearing today. Following his remarks to the House committee on Wednesday, Powell on Wednesday leaned hawkish but generally repeated comments from his post-FOMC meeting press conference in mid-June. He reiterated the Fed is not happy with inflation levels that are presently well above the central bank's 2% annual target area, and he talks about that all the time, every single press conference, and I have spoke about this on my videos repeatedly because I do put myself through the anguish of watching every one of Jerome Powell's press conference. Well, I at least listen to him. I may not be watching him, but at least listening to what he says, and he always states that the Federal Reserve will not be done. The job will not be done. The job of the Federal Reserve will not be done until the interest rates are back down to their 2% annual goal. The article also says Powell also said 2 more interest rate increases this year are probable, but did not specify the timing, and we did speak about that on a prior video that I did right after he had his last press conference in June. And then it says the key outside markets today, seeing the US dollar index slightly higher, that's the reason why metals are down, because the DXY is up. Crude oil prices are lower and trading around $71.15 a barrel. Meantime, the benchmark 10-year U.S. Treasury note yield is presently fetching 3.758%. Looking at the stock market on CNBC, it looks like the Dow Jones is down about 20 points, about 0.5%. The S&P 500 is currently up about 8 points, almost 0.25%, and the NASDAQ is up 101 points, about 0.75%. To conclude this video, let's take a look at the spot prices one more time, and they're pretty much where they were when I started this video. Silver is currently down 23 cents, almost down 1% to $22.53. Gold is down exactly 1% or down $19.30 to $1,914.30. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I myself have not made a silver and gold bullion purchase since about February 2023, and I will probably hold off for a bit longer to see where these markets are headed. Are you seeing the dip in these markets as a buying opportunity, or are you also holding off to see where these markets are going? I mean, inflation is a son of a gun, and a lot of my money that I would be buying silver and gold is going to the cost of living. So I have to be fiscally responsible with my hard-earned money. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll talk to everybody on my next video. Thanks a lot, everyone.